Glad you could join us today on Earthfile. Welcome to the program. I'm Ayoola KASSIM. Nigeria's elephants live in small relict populations divided between forests in the south and savannas in the north. Experts say the fragmentation of the elephant range is an inevitable consequence of increasing human population, agriculture, and settlement in the country. To many, maintaining a balance between protecting nature and providing for themselves is a big ask. But then, the question is of what importance is elephant to us? In search of answers, we'll start today's episode of Earthfile with our visit to one of elephant habitats in Ogun State. Do stay with us. Rangers at the Erin camp in an early morning drill. Erin camp, named after the Yoruba word for elephant, is located right at the center of Omo Forestry Reserve, about 135 kilometers northeast of Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital. Rain and neglect over the years have left the road to Omo Forest treacherous. At the start of the trip the day before, the thought of turning back was more comforting at some point. But what lays ahead lures us into moving forward. Omo Forest, an ecotourism site, is home to more than 200 species of tree, 125 species of birds, and among a number of mammals present are endangered species like chimpanzees, elephants, and the white-throated gunning monkey. Many people became aware of the existence of elephants here just 2 years ago when they crossed a major expressway in Ogun State. Since then, the Nigerian Conservation Foundation's Forest Elephant Initiative, which is tailored towards the protection of the elephant habitat, coordinated by Emmanuel Olabode, has been employing rangers to guard the home of the forest mammal.
Species of special conservation concern generally, so we try to have an idea of it, because in every conservation setting, we can use a particular species to protect others. It can be as an umbrella species or a flagship species. So in Homo, we have other animals that are of conservation concern too, but we are using the elephants to protect them all.
The first task for the rangers today is to set up cameras to monitor the elephants as well as the biodiversity of the forest. One of them is Sunday Abiodun, a former hunter and logger who was employed in 2018. He says he's proud to be a ranger.
If I continued killing them, the animals may not be many in the forest. This was why I stopped hunting, so that my children may know the animals. Then the hunters shooting sometimes scare the elephants. They leave the areas where they hear gunshots, and this is why I arrest hunters. And I am happy that since I started this work, I have peace of mind. I can sleep as I like after coming back from work, unlike before, when I was sleeping during the day when others were leaving for work.
Omo Forest, a 1,325 square kilometers land in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria, is a protected government reserve and in 1977 was named a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve. This also makes it a learning area for the promotion of solutions which reconciles the conservation of biodiversity with its sustainable use. But for those doing the conservation work, it is a tough task. Human activities are destroying the forest, making the flora and fauna here disappear faster than they can replenish. Done with setting up the monitoring cameras, the rangers are taking our crew to Baoku camp, where a young man was killed in 2018 by an elephant. Few minutes on the road, Sunday, who leads the group, stopped. He has spotted a footprint. Fresh elephant footprint.
So when elephants are moving in the forests, and they come across jeep track like this kind of road, they often take advantage of it to go a little bit further along that road before they now branch off. The movement is in search of food and water, but sometimes also they always look out for where they can get mineral salts. So it can be like in a rocky area or where we have muds and all that, and it can be sand, as in this case now. So this elephant was actually passing just this morning and came across this sand and feel like it should stop by and have a feel if it contains some minerals. So the importance of mineral salt in elephants is to optimize their metabolism, just like human, the way we need iodine and some other trace elements. So they also want to look out for this trace element to optimize their body metabolism. So from the prints, which is faintly showing here, indicate that it is a juvenile elephant. So it's not a fully grown one, and it just one individual that just crossed this road this morning.
Can you encounter any danger along this path?
The only danger that elephant can encounter along this path is maybe oncoming vehicle and motorbikes. But I think people around here, they are used to that, so they too they are trying to be careful how they speed.
But on our way to Erin Camp the day before, the people of Eseke Camp, which is less than 5 minutes ride from Erin Camp, vehemently denied ever seeing an elephant. Eseke is about 10 minutes ride on a motorbike from this point where we spotted the elephant footprints. I made this observation known to Emmanuel.
It is obvious that a community which is just about less than five minutes walk into where the elephants are cannot claim that they are not seeing the elephants. They live in the forest, elephants are with them, so it is obvious that they are coming in contact with the elephants. And well, it is a big concern because that is why we are here. We are having human elephants conflicts.
The human-elephant conflict is escalated when farming, logging and hunting activities increase. About half of the forest, a 650 square kilometer area, is reserved for wildlife, and here logging is banned. The group found out into the nearby forest looking for more footprints and were not disappointed.
This is it. So actually we can use the size of the footprint to have an idea of the size of the elephants, if it is big one or the small one. Like this one now is more of a medium size elephant, but it's well over 15 years of age. Where we are now is a nature trail established by the elephants themselves. So what determines how they move in the forest are just two different things: the food and water. So what they are looking for is where they can get what to eat and where there's water to do mud bath. And
as we continue the journey, the destruction to the rainforest becomes more evident. Plantain farms here, cocoa farms there, all hidden within the forest. And there are the loggers, some legal, others not. The hunters were also not left out. One of them was not lucky.
Let's move.
And so we moved, crossing one camp to another, most of them not ratified. They are homes of farmers, hunters, and some loggers. There are an estimated 300 farming camps and communities in and around Omo Forest Reserve, each holding somewhere around 100 farmers. We finally reached our destination, Baoku Camp, a former hunter camp in Ijebu-Igbo, also in Ogun State, where a young man was killed by an elephant in 2018. While there is a conflicting narrative of when the community was created, the Bale or paramount leader of the community, Ishola Akola, is hopeful the government will help protect their camp as they are striving to live within the confines of the law. The gun seized earlier belonged to a hunter from Baoku, so I asked the Bale, why are many members of his communities still hunting the forest animals?
We know it's against the law. The last time someone was arrested was around 8 years ago, and he is not from Ijebu-Igbo. Since then, we haven't heard anything like that. Why the guns? It's because the different animals destroy our cocoa.
He was particularly upset by the incident of April 2018 when the young man was killed.
He took a camera and started filming the elephants. While doing this, the elephants kicked him. He killed himself.
The people of Baoku, on their part, have started planting trees they hope can help save the forest. Olusoji Oshintokin is one of the community leaders and a farmer. He's one of those driving the efforts of the people here to protect the forest by planting more trees. But they have their own challenges.
When they told us that as we are killing wood, that any animals will not get any places to live. And they told us, they give us order that time. Then we beg that if anything we government say we should do, we shall do it. And that is why we started planting all these things. I think you see, since many years ago, we have been doing it every yearly.
What type of trees do you plant?
We planted tipos and melina.
Are you planting the trees that are originally from here?
No, formerly we bought from some at Abeokuta, Ministry of Forestry. We bought many there. But after, when they said there's no seed that time, we do buy it from Osun State.
Between 2001 and 2018, Omo lost more than 7% of its tree cover, according to a satellite data from the University of Maryland. In 2019, the university recorded more than 2,000 deforestation alerts, most of which occurred in May and June. This is happening despite Nigeria's Conservation Foundation's efforts. Since April 2018, the NCF has been campaigning for the protection of the forest. By so doing, they're saving the home of the elephants in Omo Forest Reserve. Many have become rich exploiting the forest, and they are not willing to give it all up. Corrupt forestry officials have been blamed for the continued illegal logging going on within Omo. More so, the numbers of rangers patrolling the entire area are not up to 20. They are outnumbered and not adequately equipped for the protection of the forest. Some of the elephants moved to Itasin village in Ijebu East local government area of Ogun State. Some believed the elephants simply moved home. We were told that elephants were in Itasin in the 1940s, but they were never protected, which led to their relocation to Omo. The Itasin forest has been logged repeatedly without management plan, and as a result, less than 30% of the natural forest remains. Meanwhile, a group of conservation-minded nature lovers have formed the West Africa Biodiversity Conservation Trust to create a 3,750 hectares wildlife sanctuary within Itasin forest.